Anime, you in the house? Okay. I can hear Anime. Y'all can't hear it right now. Simba, you in the house? Simba in the house. Simba in the house. Oh, the crowd is here. We got more people coming in right now. Lord have mercy. The explosion is ready. Yeah. It's lightning. You in the house? Lightning is here. Yeah. Siren, you ready? Yeah. School bell. School's in session. Yeah. Tornado. Fuckery siren, you ready? Fuckery siren is up. Alright, family, we're going to have to pull up power so that we can go and beam in. Beaming it in. Let's go and check and make sure the title is correct. Title correct. Toast&Talk Nia. Is COVID-19 the second coming? Or maybe it's the rapture. We're going to talk about that today. Maybe. That depends on y'all. Let's go to our dashboard. Let's go to the dashboard. All right. Waiting for the data to come back. We online on Facebook, Gye-Nyame Journey. We online with Twitch. We ain't online with Africa TV yet. We online on YouTube. Let's see. I think I'm going to try to stream the Gye-Nyame to Hot Tim this morning. Let's go and build up some numbers today. Let's go on. Get some. Go on, listen. Y'all heard them. Well, okay. Well, shouts out to the person watching on Twitch. Thank you for tuning in. Go and leave a comment. Gotcha. We opening up the black lines. All right. Let's try to bring it in. Okay. All right. I'm trying to come in. Beaming in slowly because it'll come too fast. I might shatter the universe. We don't want to cause no damage to the universe right now. I'm coming through. I'm grabbing onto the mic stand now and try to pull myself into your reality. Here I come. No competition. Competition is none. Ooh, man. Family. I want to welcome you, to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I want to thank you for taking the time to chill with us on this Good Friday. Title of the show, Toast and Talk Nia. That means we get to toast. We got time. We toast and talk. We got the phone lines open, or we are able to open up the phone lines. The chat box is open, ready for your comments, your questions, your concerns to be posted up. You know, here at Gye-Nyame Journey, we try to create value. You know what I'm saying? Creating value. That's what we doing here this morning. But hey, man, y'all ready? I don't know if y'all ready. Let's go and get this part. Let's get this part done. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and get the most important part of why we gather together. Let's get this done. You know what I'm saying? So that we can have the conversation we need, because like even if we don't have call-ins, I have stuff to talk about. We got some stuff to talk about. It's stuff in the news popping up, and because we got politician problems. We really do. For those that want to get their people on the list, your ancestors on the list, by all means, go and follow instructions that just came across the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, hopefully you somewhere where you can see the chat. Hopefully you somewhere where you can see the chat. If you are new and want your ancestors added to the Daily Toast list, post their names in the chat or join our Discord and post them in there. And I might have to change that link for the Discord, but I see people coming in, family. Thank you. We slowly trickling in, but it's time for us to go and do what we came here to do. Oh man, I got an empty space below me. I got to fix that. I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, we're gonna fix that. Drink your water, especially today. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take a breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath, man. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take that deep breath with me. Now, grab your glass for that water. Get your pitcher of that water. Bottles are acceptable. Lift that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Ha! Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Stretch that spine. Move your body, drink some water. Oh, family, move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Fam, just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then. Now take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy, family. Come on now, 4 pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. But anyway, you always got to start by what? Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on, drink with me. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink your water, fam. Drink your water. All right, first off, family, the thing that I have to do, let's do some house cleaning, as they say on the internet. You know, let's make sure, family, that if you are not subscribed, if you have not liked, if you have not clicked the bell or the whatever, let you know that I'm on, make sure you do that. Make sure you do that, right? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to us on Twitch, especially. Twitch. Right? Right? You know what I'm saying? If you listening to us through Spreaker, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you click the subscribe button. It all helps Gye-Nyame Journey, family. We're trying to develop this media empire. Well, actually, right now, we got a media shack. But we got big plans. You know what I'm saying? We ain't planning to stay in this media shack for that long. We trying to build it up. We trying to build it up to a empire, empire state. You know what I'm saying? But we working on it step by step, movement by movement. I want to shout out all those. I want to send shots and love out to all those that's been supporting us. But first, family, I want to make sure that you know you are standing in the congregation of the mighty. You in the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media, man. Of course, you know it's a heart of a simple production, and right now we on our Toast&Talk Nia, which means this is your show. It's gonna go the direction you decide to take it. What conversation should we be having? You know what I'm saying? I'm asking the question: is COVID-19 the second coming? Or is it, what's that word? I can't remember that word right now. Or is it, what is it? Start with an R. You know what I'm saying. I'm just saying. But it's a heart of a simple production. What is our job? To strive to blow up your old paradigm. Alright, so let's get the toast done so that we can go on and move to what we need to move to right now. Right now it says that we are streaming at 25 frames per second. According to my streaming software, we are at a 28 or 720 resolution. We're hitting 30 frames per second. I can't wait to start pushing this damn thing through at 60. I really can't. I really can't. But it's coming, family. The computer has not arrived yet, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I understand people trying to stay safe. I don't like how FedEx is just kind of playing this shit. We can't deliver to your area because of the COVID-19. Then I look over. I mean, I literally looked through some bushes and seen a FedEx truck. I mean, I'm literally like 50 yards away. You motherfuckers can't deliver my package. You all up in the COVID-19 neighborhood, supposedly. Right? Y'all just can't admit that y'all late and y'all behind. Just admit it. You know what I'm saying? We living in a time of honesty. If we would have been honest from the jump, we might not have been in this situation that we are in with this COVID-19. But now everybody is bullshitting. I'm guilty too. I'm guilty too. I understand. But I'm just saying, come a certain time when you got to keep it real. We just running late. You gonna get your shit when you get it. We can't make it today. Damn. I might not ever use you again, but if I ever need an honest person, an honest business, I'm coming to you. All right, here we go. So we gonna do our toast real quick. I have some. You can barely even hear it pour. This is the way I like my green tea. Alright? It's alive right now. And it operates as one unit. So we about to go downstairs. Oh, man. This don't have my usual amount of tea in it. I think I use about 6 different teas. I was only able to get 3 today. Well, actually 5 different teas. No, it's 6. And I was only able to get, no, it's 5. I was only able to get 3 of them. But those 3 in here doing their magic. You see how different it is from the earlier batch? This don't even have the honey in it. I ain't put the honey in it yet. So once I put the honey in here, it's going to be a love fest. Oh, my God. All right. It smells so good. So first off, we want to give honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We raise our glass. We salute that creator. And we say, Ashe. I knew something just happened. Ashe. I mean, my computer be like, man, you take too long. You talk too much. Can't you just use us? And my computer be like, man, I'm shutting off. You and these long interludes. Yeah, I got a disrespectful computer. Very disrespectful. But anyway, so now we move on to, come on, man. All right, cool. We back up. All right. So now we move from our creator to our personal ancestors. We want to lift up those who took time to lift us up, and we want to celebrate them by casting their names out into the universe verbally, even though, because some of us, we constantly think about some of those that had major impacts in our lives. So take that breath. I'm going to go as far as I can by memory, and then we will grab the paper and move forward. Are you ready? Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robin and Tex, Senator Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gaston, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Toppin, John Fallard, Montague Pittman, No More Exit, Pet Meyer, Ron Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lunday, Inez Harris, William Bill Maltz, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Mary McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kell Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz. Oh man, I lost my rhythm. Hold on. Inez McCrae. Alright. I'm going to have to peek. I know it's Fritz. Fritz Clark. Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, oh Lord, I'm messing the whole list up. All right, so we're going to start. I didn't make it that far today. Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Del Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Burr Beatty, Sil Well, Libby the Farmer, Agosto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Flores M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Pratchett Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keisha Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selma Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moore, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Warman, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Danny Jones, Henry World, James Foreman, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hannah Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinez, Dalmatab Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Wilson and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Venus Triggs, Reverend Andy Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Didi Monage, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We have William Walter West. We have Nigella Parrish. We have Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DePretis Hines, Annis Bostic, Edna Bostic, Wilfried Scandalberry, Wilson Headley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Will Belong, Maya, The Academy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Neilon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Akabuki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word, the first, Stacey Trunch, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edward Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Hare, Tubman Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Senior, Melly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Ike Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Preston Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Mindy Johnson, Fletcher Swine, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ali Casey, Thomas Corper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, where we at? Jackson Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mayor Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Errol Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlington Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lady Green, Nathan Green, Pat Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Mira Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, Charles Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jack and the Brothers, Reginald Albert, Mazarin Coker, George Swan and Monia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Shawnee Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known and lovingly known as Aunt Sis. We have Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Danny and Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bigham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jepson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Monga III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jashandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, True City, Kelly Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel Wright, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Tilar Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamira Simpson, Regina Hawkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Sabre Winston, Chris McKinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl Williams Duncans Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, and Mabel Williams. We lift up our glass once again to all of our ancestors, sending thanks for them being involved in our lives and helping setting the course for some of our lives. Remembering these ancestors on a consistent and on a daily basis. We raise our glass and we salute each and every one of them, and we thank them for their participation in our lives. We raise our glass and we salute them, and we say, I say, from their family, we move on to the present moment. Man, oh man, oh man. We kind of got into this last night when we was talking about the when we did the show Tribal Quotes. Shouts out to Brother Quasi, shouts out to Elder Alona, and shouts out, of course, to the Traveler Brother D, who brought it last night. Man. I mean, set it on fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. I said, whoa, man. I was like, yo, bro, you doing the damn thing, right? All right, so hold on. One of the channels is not streaming. So we are in the present moment right now. I want to see which channel is not streaming. Okay. It says all 5. Oh, High Tim. They won't let me on High Tim. I'll just turn that off. No issue. Just turn it off. It's just that simple. I'll just start streaming on it first. You know what I'm saying? All right, so family, sending props out to those family members that was on the call last night. And we had and what was crazy is right when the conversation, we was getting to a point of power, right? My other system, not this computer used to it. That computer was not used to what we was bringing across those fiber wires. You know what I'm saying? That light energy that was streaming, through this through this system. It wasn't ready. So the whole goddamn thing just crashed on me. I was like, unbelievable. But it is. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. But anyway, we are on Nia today, family. I want you to activate your reticular formation as I usually ask you to do. Activate those reticular formations, if you would. And simply, look for Nia today. Right? Nia is the word of the day. We want to look for Nia. And speaking of that, before I go too far, I want to make sure that we give all of the Nia born a round of applause. I don't know why I'm yawning. We just starting. Right? We just starting. But anyway, in this present moment, family, I want you to look for the principle. You know, the principle we are searching for today, in particular, is Nia. I mean, you can take time to look up other principles if that's what you want to track down, and if that's what you want to look for. That's your prerogative. But the major one that we are hunting down today is Nia. So we want to get you on focus, get you on course, get you online, so that you can start seeking out Nia now. All right? All right, so now, for those that don't speak the language, Nia means purpose. Okay? So now, also today, the principle of Mayat that we are celebrating, or that we're looking for, is balance. The color is yellow. In the M7, we talk about purpose, so we don't need to put that again. Rhythm is the Hermetic law today. The male name for the day is Kofi. Female name is Afua. Hey, Afua. How you doing? I miss you. All right, but anyway. So, family, we raise up our glass for the present moment, realizing that we have a pact with our ancestors, and we have a promise to keep to our future generations. That is for us to get busy in the moment and to continue building so that we can make sure that we secure our children's time and space, and also secure the legacy, or secure the legacy of our ancestors, right? Because if we disappear, they disappear. So we got to understand, we got a loop going here. You know what I'm saying? We come back through our children, right? We become ancestors. You know what I'm saying? We move into being reborn and coming into the moment. We control the moment. And then once again, we go back to the realm of the ancestor. Coming back as a future, somebody in the future. Coming back through these bloodlines. Right? This is why, you know, I mean, it's a lot of stuff we get into, but I'm not going to get into that. We raise up our glass, we salute, and we salute this moment, and we say Ashe. From there, we move to our future generations. Family, we uplift our children, who many of them are at home, and hopefully we are, you know, like I said, enriching them, right? Developing stronger relationships with them. You know what I'm saying? Raising our glass to our children, our children's children, on to infinity, right? We raise it up, we say Ashe. Now we ain't last, but we gonna toast this, that selfish toast. What is it that you need, right? In this moment right now, to move to your greatness. We lift it up. We say, come on, I'm listening. All right, Ashe. From there, family, last but not least, I'm going to toast the most magnificent, the most beautiful, the most inspiring, the most uplifting, outstanding individual in the world right now, in the room. I want to toast you. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. So I got toast, I got text coming in and shit. So, all right, so what we going to do is we going to take, it ain't going to be that long. So I'm going to step off. I need to check this honey, make sure I ain't overdoing it right now, because it was very crystallized, so we got to go and get it to a point where it could be used. And I am going to throw up the G&J flag for a minute so that, you know, we can take, and when we get back, we'll discuss some of the stuff that's in the news, and also let you know the lines are open. Hey, Cleve, come here. Ask your mama if this soup is bad.
She said it is.
It's bad?
She said she didn't know it.
Tell her I'm going to make some with
More vegetables?
yeah, with beans. Some other.
You know what you're showing?
I'm on a break right now. Are you streaming it there or something?
Yes.
You done figured out something new or something? Huh? Oh man, y'all still can hear me. Damn. All right, listen. Oh, that look horrible. It look good on my end. On y'all end, it looks horrible. It knocks the whole damn transition out. Lord have mercy. Yeah, this tea is ready. So we're going to get this together and we're going to hit the woods. I hope it ain't shut down my whole damn thing. Oh, there we go. Good God Almighty. I'm like, wow, that stinger. Wow, I'm going to have to go and change that. All right, but anyway. All right, so family. Don't look like nobody here, but that's cool. Some of y'all catch up with me later on. Y'all might still be asleep. Some of y'all might be, I try to make it late. But you know how it is, I mean, shit. Go and enjoy yourself. If this is one of those days, but a lot of y'all got a lot of days off now. I'm just wondering. Is everybody an essential worker? What is an essential worker? You know what I'm saying? Maybe we need to talk about that. Because I'm seeing a whole bunch of cars on the street. You know what I'm saying? Is everybody an essential worker? Everybody got a job that is, is like, good God Almighty. I'm out here, all this traffic. I'm like, damn. All right. Call lines are open, 614-556-4535. Once again, that number, let me go and type it in. Let me just type it in the text real quick in the chat. So anybody that comes in, they want to come on. Black line. I'm going to go insert in all these codes. Because these bots, man, once you really understand them and get them working, you can have them do a lot of stuff. I mean, it's just like automatic. I'm like, good God. But anyway, we're going to go to Gye-Nyame Journey. We're going to go look at are you ready? We're going to go look at our timeline, and we're going to talk about that for a little bit, since nobody is interested in whether COVID-19 is, let me go, because this might be some foolishness. Maybe it is some foolishness. I'll leave it up for a second. Give it a second. Oh, here we go. Right on it. You need to hear this shit. Here we go. Let me go. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. All right, let me cut that off. See, they be coming in. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna talk a little bit. I'm gonna let my computer do what it do and put all that stuff up real quick, and then I'll go in and take it off because some of those people might not want people to see them see that they're friends with Gye-Nyame Journey and shit. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Some people might be like that. Be like, I don't want all that. People knowing I'm Gye-Nyame Journey. Okay, cool. It's off. So let's go on and do the switch. We're gonna cut. Boom. We're gonna move. Alright, so now we back. So here we go with this shit here. Alright. We have to discuss this on the show. Hashtag G&J Media, hashtag G&J Media Live. If y'all ever really want me to see something that, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't got time to really post it up, and you going to post it up on yours, hashtag G&J Media. And one of us will get it. You know what I'm saying? Look for the black signal letting you know we are live. Biden, at first virtual event as presumptive nominee, says he's coming for Kamala Harris. So, you know, I'm just interested. It's from Fox News, by the way. You know. So I wanted to look at this, and I wanted to have a discussion about this real quick. Because this is real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. Can't put on a real life camera, but y'all know what I mean. Alright, it's moving slow. That's how we do around here. Until I get my new computer. Hopefully. If I ever get it. Thank you, FedEx. Biden, at the first virtual event, as presumptive nominee, says he's coming for Kamala Harris. What the fuck do he mean? But I ain't concerned about that piece. It's this other piece that I want y'all to pay attention to. Right? Especially as ADOS, right? It's black folk, right? Let's go down. There go Tucker. What's up, Tucker? I'm coming for you, kid. At a virtual town hall on Ujima, just hours after Bernie Sanders dropped out of the presidential race, Joe Biden assumed the mantle of his party's presumptive nominee. And at a separate virtual fundraiser, the former vice president suggested that one-time rival Kamala Harris may play a big role in his campaign going forward. Got two individuals who basically laugh at the concept of reparations. Until COVID hit, then everybody got something, right? Nah, the political will. You know, this is why I'm saying maybe COVID is the second coming. You know what I mean? Because shit, it made miracles happen. They didn't have money, did they? Supposedly, right? Oh, man. But COVID hit, shut shit down. Streaming live to some 1,621 viewers on YouTube. That's all? No, y'all, hey, we could do a live stream and get more people than Joe Biden. Let's do it. Come on now. Each of the people that's listening to me, y'all know 6 people. You know, we 6 times, shit, on Facebook, 6 times 900 is 5,000 something. Listen, we could have a press conference bigger than the presidential nominee. And there's some people out here doing this on a daily basis, playing games. Come on now. Y'all in trouble. Democrats, y'all in trouble. Y'all need to start talking a language that people can understand. Hold on. You need to tap into a stubborn minority if you want to win. If the Democrats want to win, they need to plug into a stubborn minority. Period. You know what I'm saying? This I'm going to throw out a net and catch as much as I can. That shit is not working. Y'all need a stubborn minority. Like ADOS, stubborn minority. Individuals ready to do social as well as get out on the streets. Oh man, y'all, but hey, it's cool. Streaming to some 1,621 viewers on YouTube, Biden praised Sanders during the town hall for being a persistent and passionate voice for progress. But where was he progressing us to? He was progressing us to universal limbo with universal mumbo jumbo. I know some of y'all gonna get mad. He was progressing us to a universal limbo where, once again, the issues that affect my community directly would never be addressed. See, what this COVID thing is doing is causing people to really look at what ADOS has been saying, what people who have been talking about reparations have been saying, because this wealth gap and what's going on in our community has really affected us to a point that through this right here, that little $1,000 that they're throwing out to each individual or whatever is not enough for us. Why? Because we have been pushed down so far and stood upon. We have not only been pushed down, but we have been stood upon by all these groups that have used us to catapult themselves and their groups to where they are right now. To where now, in a crisis, we are going to be affected because we can't afford social distancing. Oh, we got to talk about it here. And you know what I'm saying? Where's all the people talking about, we got some wealth. We got some money. You know what I'm saying? Credit card running kind of low right now, right? And it's not, and the goal of Gye-Nyame Journey, and the goal of ADOS is not to make people feel bad or to, especially our people, is not to illustrate your faults. It's to point out the faults of the society in which we live and challenge this society. Because for America to move to the next level, America has to hold true to the things that it says it is. And right now, America is not a land of milk and honey for us. And it has not been. And until we're able to look at it historically, we will not be able to correct it presently. And if we don't look at it historically and address it presently, it will continue to plague us into the future. Now, family, I need you to consider the fact that COVID-19 is the tip of an iceberg. We are living in a international, we are living in a global economic system. A global economic system where things are being traded throughout different continents all over the world, being transported from different countries by all means. I need y'all to really understand what that means. That COVID-19, the way COVID-19 spread, is not going to be the last. It's not going to be the last. We got people leaving America and going to other countries, and we got people coming from other countries coming back to America or coming to America for the first time. We're living in a global economy, so viruses and bacteria that have developed resistance that we have possibly never encountered before can make their way back into this economy. So this is something that we're going to have to deal with. Let alone this isn't even what would be considered a black swan event. This was not unpredictable. This could have been could have been prevented if, as soon as we heard about what was going on in Wuhan and how it was spread, and we got some specifics, if we just shut down all travel. There will be no travel. There will be no travel from China to here. You know what I'm saying? Then when we heard about, shut it down. We shutting shit down. Ain't nothing coming in, ain't nothing going out. And I know that'd be devastating to the economy. But shit, is COVID now devastating to the economy? Sometime we have to be willing to suffer some pain. And a lot of people and a lot of politicians trying to satisfy their supporters oftentimes miss the fact that in order for us to grow, in order for us to be safe sometime, we're going to have to make harsh decisions that may cause pain. They may cause discomfort. But in the long run, you did the right thing. So let's go back down here to where he streamed to 1,621 viewers, and I think that we could do that, and I think that with your support, we'll be streaming at 1,621 on a daily basis. We can do that shit, right? By 2023, next presidential election, family will be a powerhouse. Between all that's going on with ADOS and foundational Black Americans and what's going and what's happening with G&J Media right now, we'll be able to have be that stubborn minority and be like, no, because I'm going to show you the double talk. Where is my Digo at? Digo, come on out. Yeah. Yeah, get up. Come on. Come on. All right. I just want to make sure you was available. All right. Biden praised Sanders during the town hall for being persistent and a passionate voice for progress, and also lauded the Vermont senator for energizing millions of supporters. Earlier today, my good friend Bernie Sanders announced he was suspending his campaign. Biden, whose comments were sometimes muddled, said at one point, so they're not even streaming good. How am I supposed to trust a party that can't even stream good? All these young people out here with these skills that game every day for 4 and 5 hours. You got a 45-minute speech and your mic is fucked up. You can use my blue leg. I'll let you use my blue Yeti, man. Come on, Democrats, let me help you out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all running for president. Y'all need some help. Y'all need to cut some deals. Right? And also lauded the Vermont Center for energizing millions of supporters. Earlier today, my good friend Bernie Sanders announced he was suspending his campaign. Biden, whose comments were sometimes muddled, said at one point he didn't just run a political campaign, he created a movement. And family, that's what we're doing. Bernie Sanders plugged into his stubborn minority, and his stubborn minority was able to catapult him 8 years ago to where he is today. But because he kind of isolated some of that, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, people aren't cutting deals. People are not really respecting the power that you have as a group, the power that we have as a group. Everybody think that we just supposed to give them what we have and we'll get to you. No, those days are over. All right. Biden also said that the coronavirus had magnified some of our worst systematic inequalities. All right, so let's go. We're gonna start highlighting right here. Come on, Digo, give me my pen. Give me my pen. I need to highlight. Come on, get it off of there. All right, here we go. All right, cool. Come on. No, come on. Let's start over. Biden. All right, here we go. Highlight in the sunshine. All right, I want y'all to look at that. Biden also said that the coronavirus had magnified some of the worst systematic inequities, and that the black and Hispanic communities are suffering higher infections and death rates than white community. Then they said them white communities. Now, hold on. Now, let's see what he say here. So he's saying black and Hispanic. Once again, throwing us. Now, watch the power. Watch the power grow. Y'all, listen. Y'all got, some of y'all don't accept relationships where motherfuckers just be throwing you in the piles and shit. This that player talk. This that player talk. All right, let's get to the rest of the player sentence here. I'm just letting y'all know this player talk. Damn, I messed up again. Come on, Digo, I'm sorry. Let's do it again. There you go. All right, this one. All right, cool. That's unconscionable, he said. We need more data on how Latinos and other communities of color are impacted. Now, first is black and Hispanic communities are suffering higher infection and death rates than white communities. Cool. All right. Mention them. That's unconscionable, he said. We need more data on how Latinos and other communities of colors are impacted. So we know exactly that what has to be done. Biden said that the infection rates in black communities were 3 times that of white communities, with death rates nearly 6 times higher. So all of the statistics that they have, far as right now, is like, in a sense, black and white. Now, let's be clear about that. Now, but we have to find out how it's affecting other communities. But the numbers that are coming out now is saying that black communities were 3 times that of white communities. But in his say, that's unconscionable. He said, we need more data on how Latinos and other communities of colors are impacted. We're not talking about Latinos and other communities of color right now. Who the group that's being affected the most, motherfucker, you got one, you got you got a capital Latinos, and you got a small black, you got a small B for black. You got a capital H for Hispanics, they got a small B for blacks. Can y'all see this shit? Is it me? Hold on. I want y'all to look at this shit. Right? You're not even worth a capital letter. They're going to lump you and your problems in with other groups, rather than just dealing directly with you. The race that are affecting you 3 times more. Why? Because you got 3 times less wealth. You got 3 times you working. Come on now, family. Y'all don't see this? According to the New York State Health Department, Hispanics account for 34% of New York City's deaths from coronavirus, and blacks account for 28%. Once again, look at this. I'm gonna highlight this. So they got numbers in New York. So Hispanics account for 34% of the deaths. Blacks with a small b account for 28%. Whites with a capital W, and they're going to say, well, it's a W because it's at the beginning of a sentence. So we're going to see whites, meanwhile, account for 27% of the death, and Asians 7%. But now, let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the total numbers, right? How many? So if blacks are 28% of the deaths, what is the percentage of blacks in New York? I mean, hold on. But, y'all not even worth the capital. It's not even worth the capital. New York City is roughly 29% Hispanic, 22% black, 32% white, 14% Asian, according to the data. Now, it's 22% black with it. Let me highlight this whole shit here. Look at this. You small B's, you small bitches. You know what I'm saying? Y'all small. B, look. You're 22%. New York is roughly 29%, Hispanic 22%, blacks, 22% black, 32% white, and so I'm assuming that this is the numbers for the city. Hispanics are 29%. Up here, Hispanics count 34%. But they're 29% of the population. Blacks are 28%, but they're 22% of the deaths. They're 28% of the people that's catching it. Why is it? So just look at the numbers. We got 34% Hispanic, right? So the city is 29% Hispanic. So we got points 1, 2, 5. For blacks, we are 22%, but we're 6. It's 6 for us. Asians 14%. Why they should Asians don't fuck with nobody. They just they keeping it at home. It's sick. It's troubling. It's wrong. And we're going to fight back with everything we got. Biden promises. I'm done. I'm done. They don't. I mean, Democrats. Y'all not impressing me. First off, y'all need to learn how to use some capital B's when you say black here. Then you need to go on and specify black ADOS. Come on now. Y'all need to make some goddamn deals. Y'all want some votes? We got the votes waiting here for you, but you keep fucking around. Keep lumping us into a group, right? Keep trying to get us with, you're going to get you some black people to run with you so that we feel good. Nah, the feel good shit is over. We need some ducats. We need some quid quo pro. This election, this time go around, Joe Biden, you want the White House, you have to go through 80 West. You got to go through Gye-Nyame Journey Media. You got to go through the black media. You're gonna have to address us. You're going to have to deal with some shit that's directly going on with us, and you're going to have to give us some guarantee. And you might as well keep the stimulus piece fired up as soon as your ass get up in there. Because I'm telling you right now, if they would have just did the reparations thing, you know what I'm saying, we wouldn't be worried about. I mean, a lot of this shit we wouldn't be worried about. I wanted to play President Trump on Obama not endorsing Joe Biden. He knows something that you don't know, that I think I know. President Trump on Obama not endorsing Joe Biden. Okay, all right, whatever. All right, let's go and get off of that. Biden done pissed me off. And I know some of y'all, I mean, y'all need to stop. Y'all talk about not voting is throwing away your vote. Right? It's throwing away your vote. I think voting for some of these motherfuckers is throwing away your vote too. And and I think that the quest to get the great pumpkin out, the fear of getting the great pumpkin out, should not be part of you compromising who you are and what you believe. There's still a whole full ballot when you go in there that you could vote for changes in your personal community. Let's see, hold on. I got elders texting me. Oh, we're like it. Oh, man, my elder's scared to go on and broadcast. That's cool. I got y'all. All right, so, all right. So let's go. Let's move on. Get your skin together, man. Get your skin together. I mean. Now, millions or 50 million people may gather for the great American eclipse. Family, this is I'm letting you know in advance that this is happening. It's about 4 years from now. We could really start preparing, and we can have us a nice event. If another corona type event don't happen. All right, sound like somebody at my door. So last night we broadcast. Let's see how we did. We reached 436 people. We had 8 engagements, 53 views. Okay. So, once again, I got to learn the difference between engagements and views. All right. Last night's show, we had 518 people reached, 18 engagements, 1 comment, 63 views. I want to thank the family. Ain't quite got Joe Biden numbers yet, but we working on it. We going to get there. I promise you. We're going to get there. Let's see. Once again, call-in line is open. It's still open. Yep, it's still open. 614-556-4535. Once again, 614-556-4535. All right, let's move on. Come on. It's stalling me, y'all. So y'all have to wait. There we go. I'm about to put on some intercession music. Tribal quotes, ATOL, the first one that popped out. You know what I'm saying? Before it got cut off, when we was generating all that energy. 227 people reached, 175 engagements. That's what broke that shit down, family. Y'all was showing so much love that this shit just collapsed. 4 comments, 142 views. So I'm guaranteeing that after we started rebroadcasting it, all of y'all had already, it's like you probably couldn't even find it. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank you for the support. You know what I'm saying? We had all this little stuff up in there. All right. Let's see if there's any other news that we need to cover. Do y'all oh, man. I spoke about this yesterday during Quarantine TV. Oil markets are a mess. Can world leaders straighten them out? Now, y'all do understand that they have this OPEC, this cabal of groups that control the amount of oil that is pumped. The price of oil is not being controlled by the invisible hand of the market. It's being controlled by the whims of individuals that sit in rooms like OPEC, where they say, well, we're going to cut down from 10 million barrels to 8 million barrels, which keeps the price artificially high. So what coronavirus did is when coronavirus hit, it gave enough room for some dissension. And Russia was one of the dissenting bodies that said, fuck it, y'all cheating anyway. We know y'all doing more than, you know what I'm saying? And they started beefing, they fell out, and be like, fuck it, flood the market. We're gonna hurt everybody's pockets. Y'all, because this the whole piece. Saudi Arabia's whole basically their whole economy is based on oil. They had to control the price of oil. That's what happened to Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? You kind of seeing some of it with Nigeria, where when the oil prices go down, they start having crises because their whole structure of their whole structure of their economy is built on maybe not Nigeria, but we know Venezuela was dependent heavily on the profits that it was making from oil. So they got to keep the profits high. This is why since the 911 incident, because I know some of y'all old enough to remember, that was maybe a week after that was the last time you saw gas at 99 cents. Gas went up and it never came back. Never came back down because they decided that they could keep it artificially high. I'm just saying to y'all. Because at first, I want y'all to think about this. Because of after 911, because of what happened, we don't know what's going on, so we got to raise the prices and the profit margins because let me tell you this, the value of oil necessarily didn't change, but the amount of money that they could extract from the world economy did. People were willing to pay more. Why? Because we want to support the efforts. And then with the war in Iraq and all that shit kind of slowed down now, but they never brought the prices down. COVID came in and showed your ass that they pulling the wool over your eyes. Down with OPEC. Down with OPEC. Hashtag down with OPEC. Because this shit is getting ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Because I want y'all to think about, and a lot of y'all don't even add gas to your budget. You need to start adding gas to your budget so you can see how much money you are actually spending on gasoline. These motherfuckers are fleecing you. And it's not because of a lack of oil. It's because of large amount of greed. And the ability to control and not have nobody be able to speak up for the consumer. So I could put the gas price way up. $2, $3. You know what I'm saying, family? I remember gas was 95 cents. Everybody was doing good. Why is it still high? Why didn't it go back? All right. I just thought I'd ask. Remember the key question that we must ask as the G&J try. New York Times live stock market tracker during coronavirus pandemic. Live stock market tracker during, okay. I don't know what that is. I ain't going to go to it right now. Virus is twice as deadly as for black and Latino people than whites in New York City. And we know why. Right? Or you don't. If you don't, just throw your hand up. I'm going to ask the question. All right. So, family, I've been on here long enough. You got to feed the family and, so whatever. Do whatever I got to do. Do whatever. Y'all know how it is. We're about to get down here, Gye-Nyame Journey. I'm about to get up. I want to thank y'all for taking the time, for joining us. Of course, DigiTV is going to pop up. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might end up going to the office because I do have some stuff I have to caught up because I had to leave early yesterday. So, let's see. All right. So, family, I'm just going to say peace and hair grease. Let's see. There you go. All right. We out, fam. Peace. Hey, Cleve. Clevin. Come here.
What's up?
Bring me the bleach.
Didn't know.
Yeah, bring me the bleach. Okay. You didn't watch this either.
What didn't I watch?
It's right here. You don't do nothing but, you don't, I think you just be using the dishwasher. If you use the dishwasher, once you get that clear in your head, you won't be mistaken. You get the tired from being a dishwasher when your sisters get older. And we'll get your other responsibility. And this water hot. And you watch all the things I've told you about. It's like, Booey. Oh, you. That's what you be saying. Oh, Booey. Oh, guys, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Booey.
You taking another break?
Huh?
You taking another break?
I'm about to stream, but I'm going to stream on my other device. You get a stream in a second. I'm going to finish this, and once I start doing the honey, and I get my other show launched through my server, you'll be able to
Yeah, I did. Unknown number. Mommy said cook something for us to eat.
What?
Mommy said cook something for us to eat.
What order? Order.
She said you don't care if you something. Just make something. That's what she said. Okay. What? Okay.
Cereal around here. She just made a bowl of oatmeal. A lot for us. Say hi.
I don't feel like Regina. I don't feel like
Wait,
yeah.
go get the I need my other buckets. The ones that's not broke on the bottom.
Okay.
Like this one your mama using for her disease and shit.
Okay.
I need to wash them out. I can't even use this. Just took my bucket. I can't even use this bucket no more. I'll try. Put this one over here.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know what the tops are?
The who?
The tops.
No, the small ones don't have tops. The smaller ones is only the,
These ones are the tiny.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They don't have tops. I can't even use that one she got. So she went to the halls and to lift this all up in it and shit. All right, Cleve, here's something else you can do.
Say it again.
Okay. I'll do it. But you probably ain't wash your hands. So sure.
This is not a test. This is not a test. This is a real life or death state of emergency. I'm calling out to the African American community to give you some facts. We are in a life or death state of emergency. 1 out of 10 Americans are black. 1 out of 2 of the corona fatalities are black. We are in trouble, my people. We have to come together. We have to communicate. They're not going to give us any time on the news. They're not going to come up with solutions for us. We have to come up with our own solutions. Check this out. Okay? In Illinois, out of 15%, 42% is African American. In Louisiana, African American. In Michigan, 41% African American. Out of 16,000 deaths, 8,000 of them are African American. So tonight I put together an incredible panel. Dr. Jess, Big Sean, Charles Blow, Latoya Cantrell, Al Sharp. This is the mayor of Louisiana getting hit the hardest. My brother Meek Mill, Ayanna Presley. Van Jones is going to help me moderate because it's not my full-time job. I like to call her AOC. Okay? Aaron True. He's an economist. He's going to show us how to get to that bag. Got a $2 trillion stimulus package. We want our fair share. Royce the 5'9", Killer Mike, Angela Rye, YBN Corday, Camara Jones, my brother Fat Joe, Brother Al Sharpton. Let's go. Tonight on Revolt's YouTube, you can watch from your phone, you can watch if you're at home. So look at it as a mandatory family meeting that everybody must show up to, okay? We're going to be talking about the current state of our health issues and the coronavirus. This is not a test. This is not a line. Latinos account for over 50% of the prison population family meeting that everybody must show up to. Okay? We're going to be talking about the current state of our health issues and the coronavirus. We're going to be talking about the stimulus package, the economy, and how we get our fair share of the $2 trillion. This is not a test. This is not a test. This is a rich economy and how we get our fair share of the $2 trillion. And we're going to be talking about what's going on in the prison systems, which account for over 50%. Black and Latinos account for over 50% of the prison
Sasha, what?
And
Can you play the game with me? Yeah.
Getting killed off. This is not a test.
What do you want to play?
Revolt.
Did you download the other one? No, I'm about to download it. No, come on, let's just play this one.
Okay, that's all you need to listen to. You only get 2 minutes on that other news. 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Everybody spread the word. Spread the word. And y'all
Good.
see, I'm just
Yeah,
real
you slept
passionate
for
right now.
2 hours.
Because it's alarming. And it's alarming that we're not alone.
Oh, you got one of them. You did keep going. Wait, what's his name again? What's his name again? Because he's just saying that. Oh, I deleted that game too. No, you can get on it. Circle.
Just in the last few weeks, trying to figure out how to get through the end of the month and pay the rent, food on the table. We're looking at the fact that, as with any crisis, it highlights disparities, and in this case, disparities based on race. I think of it in terms of disparity that has long existed, and are now highlighted because they are exacerbated in terms of health disparities, economic disparities, educational disparities. COVID-19, 40% of the deaths in the United States are COVID-19. 40% of the Black Americans. Despite
blessed with their families. I'm a little nervous. I never did this before. But this is a very, very, very crucial time. This is one of the reasons, the primary reason why I started the book. So we even have a platform. As we look at the news channel, other media outlets, we don't get a chance to
Why does it say
talk
install?
about things that are important to us as people, as a nation, ever, about anything.
Do you know?
So we wanted to one day have this dream come true, to all get together and not be edited, uncensored, and tell the truth about how we feel. Talk about the facts about what affects our well-being. To have a voice. I've been inspired over the last couple of years by one of my brothers who's been on the front lines and giving us a voice. His name is Van Jones, and he's going to help me tonight as we discuss state of emergency, life or death. The way African Americans are dealing with the coronavirus. Excuse me for being nervous to pass it on Van, but this is
Look how stupid this is, and I'm still winning. Look how stupid this is. And I can't even climb up the stairs.
I think we all have
The stairs too, like,
because we have a pandemic jumping on top of multiple epidemics already in our community. And somebody needs to step up and sound the alarm. And I just want to give thanks and praise to you to have the platform that you have, and have the heart that you have. It's unbelievable that you're going to be able to save a bunch of lives tonight. Because the truth really hasn't been told yet about how dangerous this virus is for Black people in particular. We're talking about old folks, which is true, but you can be 30 years old and die of this if you have high blood pressure.
this is fast.
Your 27-year-old nephew who's got an inhaler and died because of this virus. We have to look at the Black experience of this. And that's why I'm so glad we're here. And there's been nobody who's been more clear about the dangers to the Black community and more effective at mobilizing people than the next voice you're going to hear. Angela Rye is a legend already at such a young age. She is
Daddy, I'm hungry.
She can bring generations together. She was coined the hashtag that Rona, and she's been
Look at
unsung
me.
in educating our community. I want to bring to you the voice of Angela Rye. Angela Rye, I am powerfully moved by it every time I hear from you. You must be breaking your heart, must be breaking seeing these numbers coming out. What does the Black community need to know about this horrific virus that's not been told enough yet?
I only got 2 days. Come on, you can do this, Gina.
I can't hear your voice yet.
No, that's it. I saw that on TikTok. I saw that on TikTok. People said we might order food. Can I get some cereal, Daddy?
Hell no. You can't get no damn cereal.
I'm getting cereal. Thanks, Daddy, for letting me get cereal.
Milk? Your milk?
If there's no milk, I'm making milk. Some shit.
Milk in there? Ain't no milk?
I need dry cereal.
plan. And so we have to start to lean on each other to ensure that we're doing our very best, just like we've always done. I know y'all are tired, but this is the time for us to really rally together and make sure that we're all good.
Well, listen, I think that's powerful. I haven't heard that before, but and as opposed to a federal plan, and that's the only way it's going to work anyway. Somebody who understands how. Yeah, but I tell you, one person who knows how to connect community and the federal government is the next person we're going to hear from. The also legendary so-called AOC. I like to call her Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. How are you feeling about the situation that we're in, and what can we do?
Thank you so much, Van, and thank you, Diddy, also, because, something that you said in the very beginning of this is that you're branching out and doing something that you've never done before. And that's really what this moment calls upon all of us to do. We all have to do more than we have ever done before, and all of us have the power to do that. And whether you're a celebrity or whether you're an everyday person, we all have the power to contribute. And we all have the power to contribute our family, our community, or even around policy. And that's really what we need to do.
Okay. Let me get what I came down here for.
My district, New York 14, is the most heavily impacted district in the country. Out of the top 10 zip codes in the United States, most heavily hit by corona, 5 of them are in my congressional district, and including the number 1 district, number 1 neighborhood, which is Corona Creek. And we started seeing this, and I was out in the streets, I was out with people, and I was seeing firsthand that this is disproportionately having an enormous impact on the Black community and Black and brown community overall. Rikers Island is also in my district, and this is what we're starting to see in intersections of what this crisis really means. Because, when I first started sounding the alarm on this, people said, a virus can't be racist. Well, no, biologically, a virus can't be racist, but our policies can be racist. There's a history of racist policies. And just like we saw with Katrina, just like we saw with Hurricane Maria, when a natural disaster comes in, or when a virus or pandemic comes into a community that's already been weakened and ravaged by policies like mass incarceration, redlining, the war on drugs, police violence, etc., this really creates an added issue. In addition to that, we have issues like environmental racism, where Black and brown communities are treated as a dumping ground, as a place for people to pollute. The South Bronx already has one of the highest asthma rates in the country because we decide that those are communities where it's okay for trucks to be small, for factories to put out waste. We saw this in Flint, we see it in Baltimore, we see it in lead levels in our water, and these all contribute to pre-existing conditions. Structural racism is a pre-existing condition. And so from that, now we're seeing that the highest mortality rates in this, the highest concentrations are in Queens, in historically Black neighborhoods like East Elmhurst, like Corona, or Louis Armstrong wrote It's a Wonderful World about Corona, Queens. And we're seeing the highest mortality rates in the South Bronx. So it's no coincidence, but it's up to us to connect the dots. When we try to pursue race-blind policy, what we're doing is that we're pursuing and advancing policy that denies the impact of racism in this country, in terms of it does not solve our problem.
Congresswoman, this is one thing I need you to kind of break it down for us in a little bit more layman's terms. Like, people are dying out there right now. And when they hear policy, we kind of...
Why are you scared so hard?
Hello? Listening to something. What's up? Yeah. You know how to make things.
What?
You just trying to get me over there to try to get me over.
That was
else is gonna be riding around a little bit. I think I'm taking to the woods. So we might be out there.
Tommy, get some breakfast. That's hard. How am I supposed to figure out this? It's nothing but home.
The generation that we really need to take the lead on. So what would you say to them to kind of break it down in a way that they'll understand it of what to do right now? And do you agree? I call this life or death, and we sounded the alarm. Do you feel like this is a life or death situation?
What?
Oh, it is 100% a life
How did you get that?
situation. And, Angela brought up something really important. She talked about a community plan, which is that we don't have to wait for elected officials. We don't have to wait for the federal government. We need to apply pressure to make sure that they are responsive. But we can act right now. You just go out into the building, knock on every door on your door, and you can ask people through the door. You don't have to open it. You ask find which apartments in the building have help.
That's the largest
And maybe you can
farm.
go to the grocery store.
The largest farm.
Try to find out prescription medicine. Let them find out what people need, develop a plan, and actively build community so that we can look out for each other. At the end of the day,
You know what, Cleo? I just came up with it. Now I'm gonna start warming up this honey. So that
community is actual aid. Yes, and political organizing and voting, but all that is the bare minimum. What we do need to do is come together and actually actively support each other with our actions.
I tell you that is powerful, and Reverend Sharpton has been doing that for years. He's the template that all of us have been following for at least my generation. That you're our guy. You've been there through all of it. You've seen everything you've gone through. Tell us how you see this situation where this virus is jumping our community, and because, as we just said, we already have an epidemic of hypertension and other issues that make the virus more lethal. We now have Katrina everywhere. We have Hurricane Maria and Sandy in every community in our nation.
Hey, Sasha,
you see
Reverend Sharpton, let's speak up here for me.
Well, let me first thank Diddy for bringing me since I've known him. He's always stood in the gap and never really got credit.
What?
That cultural outcome was not surprising. It could have been a more timely way of bringing it.
Wow!
I really love
Sasha! What? You'll never believe this. I can't hear you.
that.
Come here.
And my little sister, Angela Ryan, and AOC, who is a member of the family of all of us in terms of putting the spotlight. Let's first understand that the coronavirus pandemic did not start the health in disparity. It put a light on the health disparity. It's like whatever room you're in.
What?
That
So
was
the
really
fire,
dark,
I have to put all
somebody
the fires
comes
together
and
to
cuts
make the
the
biggest
lights
fire.
on.
What?
The
I was like,
coronavirus
what?
as a pandemic
That's
put the light
stupid.
on it. It was already there. We in the black
What?
community were
I
all
should have known.
all
You
health
never
disparity that
get
made us the
Me
candidates for getting the
flowers.
coronavirus.
I'll take that.
We were number one in asthma. We were number one in hypertension, number one in obesity. All of that because we get the worst health care in terms of how services are rendered, in terms of how we are impacted in our environment, and in terms of institutional neglect. So it didn't start
Wake
with
up,
the
wake up,
coronavirus
wake
pandemic.
up.
It really illuminated it. And the ugly part about this, Diddy and Van, is that they started by saying
How do I
black
wake up
folks
the
are not going to
apple?
get coronavirus. Now we're saying we double and triple to everybody else. So you still have so many of us running around talking about we're not going to get it, and we're the ones that are getting it even more. And the cities that we populate are like North Trail, who's done an awesome job, are down in New Orleans trying to deal with this. They're trying to deal with a community that had been put asleep. People like Charles Blow, wrote a piece. Everybody ought to circulate his New York Times piece. I don't know if he's on yet, but giving the actual data of where in Milwaukee, Chicago, and other places, we are double to triple everyone else. What we are not dealing with is that we have the least amount of health care facilities in our community. So when you talk about high density, it is an insult to tell people that in housing projects like I grew up in to have social distancing. How do you have social distancing when you're in an elevator that's basically 4 by 5 and trying to get upstairs if the elevator works? How do you deal with those kinds of realities in the environments that we're in?
Right.
So I agree with the Congresswoman. The first thing we do is need to reach out to each other because we need to have our own plans that work for our communities. That's one. Secondly, I think we need to deal with the fact that there are basic things that are needed in our community that we do not have. At National Action Network, we've been passing out prepackaged food with our alliance with the World Central Kitchen. Every day we've been doing 2,500 meals a day in our Harlem branch, another 2,000 in Newark, another
I've seen those images of you out there with those masks and all that stuff, showing that level of courage. Now, Angela, you were the one who mentioned the term community from the very, very beginning.
Van, I need to interrupt you for a second. It's very, very, very important. It's very important. Everybody that is on this with us now. This is not MSNBC. This is not CNN. This is not Fox News. We have to get to it. We have to get to what's really going on. We have to be selfish, finally, for our communities, and we have to get to the truth. If we're going to sit up here and we're going to sound like we on any of those other non-black owned media networks, and we're not going to get to it like if we were sitting at the table, it's a waste of time because everybody's tuned in right now, and we need to get to it. And I just want to make sure that we get that energy and we don't get, we understand we're at a new place and things are severe. And if I rang the alarm and said that it's life or death, that's what we got to talk about. Because, we need to talk about, the issues that are really there. And Pops, I want to get back to you. I call Al Pops, if y'all don't know. That's my Pops right there. But I want to bring in Charles Blow real quick. Because I know Charles is with the smoke. Charles, give us some smoke to wake the community up. And then Pops, we're going to go back to you.
Charles, you're on mute.
Oh, you're on mute.
Oh, I'm on mute. How did that
Here you go.
No,
you're here.
there you are.
I'm good? Okay, good. Reverend Al brought up a lot of really important points. One is we have to break through a lot of conspiracy theories. Number one, you can't get it. You would be surprised how that is sticking, and people still believe that this has nothing to do with me, that this is a jet-setting disease, this is a cruise ship disease, this is a spring break disease.
I'm going to be honest, Charles. I was one of the people, I actually believed that. I was like, God has to give us a pass. We have, this has to be the one we're going to get a pass. So I actually am one I was guilty for that. And that's one of the reasons why we have to get this message out. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. But the thing that people have to always remember, this is one pandemic. There will be other viruses. There will be other calamities. They will always settle at the end of the day, no matter how they start, no matter how rich the people were who first affected, no matter if they're medical or on planes. It will always settle at the end of the day on the most vulnerable population. You will never escape it. And once it stops affecting the wealthy, the most famous, the attention averts. We still have an epidemic right there. I know that it's
you ready for winning that because you are a loser.
Getting it, and yet it is surging, and because
because he's a loser. Next time I'm going to let him win. It's just have to know where his hair
nobody seems to care. And so this is what we're going to be facing, which is once it is no longer a daily press conference by Donald Trump. It is no longer a daily press conference by Cuomo. Once it moves out of New York, out of San Francisco, out of Washington State, and it starts to settle in Alabama, in Mississippi, in wherever, it's just going to be you. And it's just going to be us. And we are going to be stuck to deal with it. And the world will have moved on and moved up. Trump will have opened back up the government in some big ways. And we will be stuck with it. And so we have to figure out what do we do with this knowledge. I had someone today message me to say, stop making this a black thing because if you do that, they're going to stop caring. First of all, I can't make anything. I'm following David. But number two, think about how damning it is to say that if it's just about you, no one will care. And that's it wasn't actually.
But now you started to bring some real smoke. But I want Angela and I want AOC to jump in here. Now we got some smoke going. Angela, you got some smoke?
Yeah, and I think that we have some folks here, one a mayor on the ground who's dealing with the crisis of what it is for black people in New Orleans, and of course, Dr. Jones, the stuff that you have pulled in terms of the sheer numbers, the ways in which we're impacted and disproportionately so. Just some of the statistics: 70% of the people who died from COVID-19 in Chicago are black. Right, so we're not talking about like some little fly-by-night numbers. We're talking about huge numbers. I was on a town hall earlier, and Brittany Packman-Cunningham was saying that people often talk about Wisconsin like it's just cheese and cows, but there's a whole black city called Milwaukee, and folks in Milwaukee overwhelmingly and adversely impacted. To me, this is one of those things where we have to say, for a long time, we had Black Lives Matter as a mantra. Right? People were pleading with the government for our lives. People were pleading with the government for our health, for our economic stability and viability. Then we got a mantra, Black Lives Matter, after Trayvon was killed. Well, now we're saying that, but the only thing they will agree with us on is Black workers matter. Why? Because they're all asleep. Right? To the point. So whether it's someone who's coming to pick up your trash, it is someone that's a security guard at your building, it's someone who has to risk their life for you. That black worker matters, but their survival does not. And that is the bridge that we have to cross. Right? If you can come and do the work. Right? It's something that we've known since the beginning, since the first slave ships that came to these shores. Your work matters, but if you're not worthy of survival, there's always going to be another worker, and that's something that we can no longer afford. If we don't accomplish anything else tonight, I hope it is that there is a bridge that must be put tonight, that Black lives matter, Black workers matter, Black people matter, Black churches matter, that you better do it on live stream, right? Like, there are a bunch of things that we have to cross to get this right.
This is the start of the conversation. AOC, you got something else to say?
No, it's like Angela's saying it all right now, because it really calls into question, why? It's not just do Black Lives Matter, but why do they matter to you? Because for a lot of people, they cannot cross that bridge that she's talking about, and like we shouldn't care about Black families and
Find something you can eat. My back hurts. I can feel when you kicked me in the spine last night.
Hello?
What did it say? Find something you can eat.
You just ate a bowl of oatmeal. What do you want? What do you want me to do?
I do.
Alright, I ain't got no money. What you want me to do?
Why are you yelling at her?
they're the ones that deliver groceries, and they're the ones that stock our shelves. And it's because of what the utility is to another person. We should care about each other because of the fundamental human value of life. And we have to see each other as brother and sister in a real way. In a real way. And all of that, it translates into some of the decisions that we're talking about, like what Charles brought up, in terms of why we care about some things and what policies. When you look at the emergency policies, some of the things that we're pushing for, I mentioned earlier that Rikers is in my district. We have been pushing to decarcerate these jails for weeks because they are a ticking time bomb. We have the first case pop up in Rikers confirmed, but once you get that first confirmed case, you know that there may be dozens others because these tests are so hard to come by that they don't give tests to everyone exhibiting symptoms. And lo and behold, weeks later, now you have dozens of people that are caged right now and prison workers that are in there, and it is spreading like wildfire. And yet, we're still having resistance to releasing people on elderly clemency, to ending pretrial detention. The first COVID death on Rikers was from a person who had a simple civic parole violation. Not even a crime. Not that it even matters, because nobody, no matter what you do, should die in the indignified way of not having access to health care because you are trapped in cage. And so, on top of that, you get the fact that they are putting prisoners on Rikers and sending them to Hart Island to being paid slave wages. This is all confirmed by the Intercept in the city. Being confirmed, mass graves on Hart Island to bury the bodies, to bury the very own bodies of our community that is dying unnecessarily because of a failure of leadership from our administration, rather the president's administration, and just political leadership in general. It's the lack of prioritization of Black lives. And the reason that that's important is because we must always center the most impacted communities, because that uplifts all families.
I want to give the last word of this panel to Reverend Al Sharpton. I think you built it up to where he can take it home for us. And Angela also mentioned the importance of having Easter at home. You know, we have our own role in saving ourselves and saving each other. Give us some words of inspiration as we move to the next panel.
Give me all your stinking money. I know Gina got money somewhere. It's in your butt? Okay.
Yes,
I'll be in your butt.
Oh my God, your towels.
our family and create a
Y'all just grab my towels.
the part that brings what is needed in our neighborhood to look out for the elderly that
Grab
have
my
no
towels.
kids,
Spread them all over the goddamn place.
to prepare for mail-in voting, because we
For what?
put people in power, like AOC is saying, that will not have our commitment rendered this way. We need to not look for Trump or anybody else to do this for us. Movement starts from the bottom up, not from the top down. We are in a disaster, and we must solve the disaster ourselves. Because nobody can care about coming to get us. We are the ones that have to come and get us. This is Good Friday. This, we are individually, but they will be a resurrection.
Shut up!
If we rise up and do what has to be done. And I believe
I'm backing up!
we
We're gonna die. The world's gonna die with us.
We can survive these gangs.
They can't play on mommy's computer no more?
Hey, listen, I want to thank all three of you. I'm going to keep Charles Blow. I want to thank ALC. I want to thank Angela Wright. I want to thank the Reverend Al Sharpton for your leadership and for your vision. And I want to move to one of the great experts.
Unless you give me all your stinking money.
Thank you.
Now, listen, we got some folks a week play. They got some education in the issue.
Yeah.
And
look, it's right here. You remember it for you.
Cameron Jones, Miss the Queen Cameron Jones. I saw her with you on CNN, and that's what really ignited a fire up underneath me. That she needs to be heard. Like, our leaders need to be heard. And yes, I'd like to everybody to introduce Cameron Jones. Hi.
Did it
You
work?
can't put the right introduction no, man, because I don't have the introduction notes.
Do you want me to say my password?
Yes. Well, listen, part of the thing is, you know,
You say
I learned how to say the word epidemiologist.
Of course.
to be able to keep up with Cameron Jones. You got the beautiful last name. I love your last name. It's a beautiful last name. But we have epidemiologists who understand the science of how this virus is moving and what we can do to protect ourselves and why it's so dangerous. And she loves us, cares about us, and knows us intimately. Help us understand what's going on and what we can do to protect ourselves.
Okay, so I want to say, first of all, that so much has been said, but on the racism, if you were to ask me in one sentence, what is going on here today? COVID-19 has exposed, again, but exposed in a very stark fashion U.S. racism, right? Because the
So which one of y'all hopping up? I'm gonna need one of your seats.
That,
I want to sit right here.
so nobody on this earth in December 19th was immune to this virus. If there were equal opportunity, if there were equal distribution of risk, then no matter how you slice and dice the population, you wouldn't see anybody popping out with more of it, getting more or dying from it more. So this is the clear evidence that we have an unequal society. We were reminded that we keep being reminded of that. With Katrina, we're keep being reminded of that. But the reason that doctors like the epidemiologists who see that black people have been dying more often and earlier, we've been trying to sound this around for a long time, but the general public cannot turn their eye away right now because the bodies are piling up so fast that they can't normalize it and they can't ignore it. But the risk to me is that yes, now we can say racism and maybe some other people might even believe that racism exists.
What? I barely even touched it.
I barely even punched you, but I just punched you, right?
So the things that I can add to this conversation that's been going on before is to give a definition of racism which will clarify for us how it is causing excess factor. Racism is a system that has two things. It structures opportunity and it assigns value. And it does both things based on so-called race, which is not biology, it is not behavior, it is not culture, it is the social interpretation of how one looks in a race-conscious society. And this system of structuring opportunity and assigning value has three impacts in general, right? When we do talk about racism in this country, then we point that, okay, yes, it is unfairly disadvantaging some individuals and communities. But we have to recognize that every unfair advantage has its reciprocal unfair advantage. So racism is also unfairly advantaging other individuals and communities. That's the whole issue of unearned white privilege that we hardly ever talk about because it makes some people, especially some white folks, uncomfortable. I say if you feel uncomfortable, you need to lean into that discomfort because the edge of our comfort for all of us is our growing edge. But the point that we often miss, all of us, is that racism is sapping the strength of the whole society through the waste of human resources.
Yeah.
This structuring of opportunity and assigning value.
I gotta jump in to get my mayor, and in 1 second, go ahead, finish your thought, and then I gotta get my mayor.
I just want to say,
your mayor gonna go to bed in a minute.
Man,
don't go to bed. Please give us pain. It's the first time I'm doing it, man.
I'm gonna let the mayor go. I'm gonna let the mayor go, but I need to come back to how that definition helps you understand. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna bring you back in, but everything you just said is having a real devastating impact on a city called New Orleans. And the mayor of that city is sitting here because she needs to let the world know what's going on in her city and how we can help her. Please, let's hear from Madam Mayor.
No, good evening and hello to all of you all. It really is an honor to be here, and thank you, Diddy, for making this possible. I mean, you all have said it all, right? You know what's going on. The social determinants of health is wreaking the havoc across this. Absolutely a part of that. Louisiana, Americans make up 33% of the population, but in the city of New Orleans, we make up 60%. and we're 70% of the deaths, and we're over 200. And so the impacts of these disparities are not new. We've known about them. There's a lot of work even that's been happening on the ground, but we need the support on the ground. And we collectively, the community, truly has to be the cavalry. Prior to COVID, right, we were losing people in our community from heart disease, all these chronic illnesses. I mean, we just buried before 40 years old from, again, just disparity gaps that truly do exist, as well as the inequities. But as it relates to the city of New Orleans, it is, we're seeing it, of course, on the ground. When the doctor mentioned, and I heard, preparation for the morgues. Well, I had to request 20 refrigerators from the federal government to build capacity locally for our coroner's office. So it's a real thing. I think that it has truly exposed the fragility in terms of our Black community, in terms of our working families that do not even make a living wage, those who don't have access to quality or affordable health care, those that do not have the social networks and safety nets in place. And so it really is time to double down on what we know is needed in our community, but also for us to be a part of that. We have to go to the doctor. We have to get our wellness checkups. It matters. But at the same time, we have to push back at that federal level, meaning to stand up for what we deserve. Census is right now. And I can't think of a better time to make sure that we're counted so that we can get the resources that we need. For the city of New Orleans, our last census was really 2000. Because you all have mentioned Katrina. Our people were scattered everywhere in 2010. And 43% of the people responded. We left millions on the table. But when you think about the Black communities across the country, so we need to go and get our fair share. And even as it relates to the CARE Act, and Congresswoman, I'm so glad you're here, because of what has been passed, and thank you, but it's not enough. It does not even go deep enough about how we're losing the revenue to run our city. So I'm looking at a $150 million deficit.
Yeah. Well, look, the conspiracy might have jumped on us there to prevent us from hearing our brilliant Mayor Cantrell. But listen, she's not the only mayor that is out here, and she's going to be facing real serious challenges. Charles Blow.
breathing. Been breathing. Clean up downstairs. Yeah, because y'all left the clothes on the floor. Get the covers where they're supposed to be. Leave the towels in front of here.
No, I'm feeling great. And
I want money.
I'll give you my $3. Click.
I want
money.
money.
I'll give you my $3. Chill. Mommy.
Now go clean up downstairs before I throw you downstairs.
Ow.
I threw you downstairs.
Yeah.
I bet you got some money. You want to give it to Mom?
No, come on. No, she don't. Shut up. You shut up. You shut up. You shut up. You don't need. You don't need. You don't need. I hate you. I hate you. I hate myself. Leave me alone. Oh. Do you do this? Falling. Mr. Green. Mr. Snow. Mr. Heat Blister. I'm Mr. Candelo. No, my leg. What? Starts to melt in my lunch. Hi. I'm way too much. Gina, you're not be helping. I'm killing you. What? I'm about to wipe my butt. You want to see me wipe my butt? No. Yeah, why? No. Yeah, look. No. I'm going to wipe it with $5. No, you're not. Mommy! Smells so poop. You knew I didn't actually wipe my butt with it, right? Sasha! I'm cleaning up. Too bad. Because I didn't wipe my butt with it. Where do you think Daddy is? You always scare me, you little bum. I knew you were in the closet. So why didn't you get me? I just act innocent. Gina, what up? What up? What up? What up? What? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? I even have it on it's camera. Your girl, Gina. And it's your girl. And I'm back at it again. And I'm back at it again. Ooh, I'm back at it again. We miss people. We miss people. We miss people. People. We miss people. I got it. She just wants some eyelashes done. This will help. This will burn her eyes. You know this will burn her eyes off, so she can see us. I was insecure. Girl, don't be scared. Whatever I touch, I'm not. Source of bounce in my clutch. Yeah, I'm too much. And I have to burn. I miss the stars. I miss the rest because I miss the secure. They call me whenever I touch. Starts to out of my clutch. I'm too much. I gotta take a doo-doo. They call me Ice Miser. I miss the miser. They call me Miser. Whoa, what was that going down the basement? Cleveland? Oh, that scared me. Yeah, because I'm tall, brown, bird, man. Don't go investigate, but I will investigate. It was Cleveland. Go and investigate, no problem. I was a black Chihuahua. You gotta run, it's a black Chihuahua. That looks like Dookie. Oh, but don't you gotta run. Gina, come here. What? I stole your $5. Shut up! I'm actually wiping my butt with $5. So what'd you say? Nothing. Exactly. I just gave it back to you after I took the poop off of it. No, you did it. Stars too mad in my clutch. Whatever I touch. Gina, somebody's knocking on the door. There's nobody knocking at the door. Sasha, stop. Stop! I stopped. No, you didn't! If you don't stop, I will beat you. Sasha! I'm making my knuckles strong. Shut up! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why would you do that? Shut up! Stupid. You stupid. You dumb. Shut What am I doing? Where'd she go? Thought I didn't see you, bitch. You a bitch. Mommy, Gina cuss. Are you hitting me? Haha, you can't catch me. I'll cut it. I don't care. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. I told you I'll cut it. That wasn't cutting it. Cut it. I just did. Cut it. I just cut that wallet of yours. Wallet. How dare you? This was my very trusted wallet. And you messed it up.
Shut up.
Shut
Just
up.
clean up and go back upstairs.
No, we didn't do all this.
Yes, you did. You were.
When?
Okay.
Ari
Mr.
Wait!
Okay.
East one child and someone
Well,
saying
clean
Mr.
up.
Cute.
Yeah,
Ooh,
no.
that's a good kill.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's
tell.
a good kill.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
well
clean
done. There
up
we go.
our spot. Yeah.
Fix the
Again, that's
couch.
why I
Arrange
really
the
don't
pillow.
wanna see-
Clean up the floor. Cause y'all the only ones.
Never!
Y'all the only ones who sleep down here. Fix the table. Put all the clothes in there.
I didn't do that!
Is a lot better than Trinidad's.
Tired of you. I'm tired of you yelling at me. Yell again. Yell again.
It's just delaying you getting close. That's kind of why
Playing
it
with
was
you.
such a bad idea.
I'm telling on you, please.
She's thinking I'm punch her through the pillow.
Rushed the first
Yeah, but
dragon.
you pushed it like 12
Being a
times.
juggler.
It was 4 times.
I'm telling.
And again,
I don't care.
there is a big juggle difference in this game. Help, 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 help. Oh my god, Poppy! If she reacted a bit quicker and got close to me to press W, I would have lived. That's the annoying thing. I would have lived and we would have got the kill. At least you got that. Jesus.
Mommy said I'm telling Daddy. No, he didn't. Yeah, she said telling Dad when he did that.
If she got there, man, we would have killed Jax. 100%.
Clean up.
Man, at least we get Rift Herald, but there's our tower. Oh my god, Jamal gets
Yes, it is. Go back to sleep. Go to sleep.
flipped it? No, please. Please, Kayla,
Clean it up to us. Go sleep. Session.
Yeah.
Hey, let's clean it up to us. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Of say no. So you do. I'm doing your homework. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Now that I got you ready. Just put it on the table. Yes, let's do it. I don't care.
I ain't saying that to you. You do care because you said something to me.
We don't care. Don't go with us, stupid. Ah!
What?
I wasn't talking to you, was I?
Well, stop screaming.
Ah!
I'm done. Go ahead and get that pillow again. 'Cause I'm about to hit you again.
No, you're
Get that
not,
pillow.
because if you touch me,
Okay,
I'm
get the
toast.
pillow. I'm gonna hit you without the pillow. Which one do you
No.
want? Which one do you want? Because you obviously you want to get hit. Done. Done.
Mommy! I'm telling you. Mommy, Cleveland was choking Gina.
What am I choking you?
No.
I'm punching her when she get down. Go ahead and tell her to get a pillow when she get down here.
I'm telling Daddy.
Ask Gina if I was choking her.
No.
Ask Gina if I was choking her.
Sasha, no. Come here. No. Yeah. No.
Yeah, because she's scared.
No. Sasha, I would get a pillow if I were you. Why?
Because I'm about to hit you.
Mommy! Mommy! Why are you gonna hit me?
Because you always saying something. You ask Gina if I was choking her. Or if I put it on her head.
Ah!
So I'm going to hit you. Go ahead. Go ahead and around.
No, you ain't gonna touch me.
Go ahead and say that.
Shut
I am
up.
going to hit you.
No, you're not.
Leave that if you want to.
If you hit me, I'm gonna tell Daddy.
Sasha, do you really think I care? And Mommy already said y'all in trouble with Daddy because you ain't cleaning your room, so.
I don't care. You told me to come down here and clean.
Y'all about to, yeah, clean up. Y'all made the mess, y'all can clean it up.
I didn't make all this mess around here. Exactly.
Well, y'all been making messes for the last.
Right here.
Y'all ain't sleeping down here no more, so.
So, do you think I have a problem with that? Exactly.
You probably don't, but you're not sleeping down here anymore.
Exactly. We don't. It's gonna bring eyeballs out. But you're gonna be in trouble because you're playing on Daddy's computer sometimes.
They need to either clean up down here or clean up their room.
We did.
Mommy just got done yelling at them saying they need to clean it up because they ain't do a good job, and they said no.
One of these is y'all got to split one of these. One of them is clean.
What? No.
You went back to that was fast.
Number 2.
The one cut in half is y'all.
The one that's cut in half is y'all.
My butt. It itches. I think this one's clean. Yeah. So this one's not cut in half. So this one's ours. What? We got it.
Give that one to me then. Lucky I don't hit you.
Stupid. Let go.
Obviously, you got a death grip. Oh man! Actually, when you're next, I'm bleeding on the floor. You dying real slow.
It's good. I hate the bread. I like the inside.
Trying to throw hands. You look like you're kind of dangerous fight. I hit you with both hands at the same time. You want this? Ugh, look at you. Flinch. Come here, Sasha. I know Sasha won't flinch. She closed her eyes. Look at you flinching.
I didn't flinch.
Retards.
You can flinch, but I'll punch you.
Ah, knock your teethuses out.
Teethuses is not gonna work. Cleveland.
What?
You want your block?
Yeah, get it here. I don't like you no more. You're not allowed to use it ever again.
I lost it.
Well, you best find it within 5 minutes because I saw it on there. You did. You got 5 minutes. Okay, Google. Set a timer for 5 minutes.
I found it.
Give it to
Sure, 5 minutes. And we're starting now.
me. Okay, Google. Cancel the alarm for 5 minutes.
More jaw jacking. Less hardbacking.
Thank you.
Tell your mom thank you. It's her money. Well, I gotta pay her back though. So I want y'all to know that in order for me to feed y'all, I gotta pay y'all mama back. I want these clothes folded. Clothes in the dryer folded. All this shit need to be washed.
Did they run out the type of bread they had yesterday?
I told them see, when you just put the dish in here like this, you're supposed to wash this too. What's wrong? Damn, it's still on. Hey, who's up there? It's still here. What's wrong with you, nigga?
I ain't getting it.
Well, I want you to saw what it is. I need that wash because I'm about to cook these beans. That's gonna be my
Not
food.
Daddy, but you don't like me. Not Cleveland and not if you're not me. If I don't want it. I'll stop. So you good job. You didn't do your show yet?
Yeah, I did my show.
Can I get a sip of that Bojo?
This is just tea. You don't have no sugar or anything in it, sure.
Yeah. Don't drink all of it.
She ain't gonna drink all of it, trust me. Told you ain't got no sugar, ain't got no honey or nothing in it.
You know your kids. Give it to them. Corn.
What's horrible?
It's tea. There's no sugar in it.
You know what this is missing?
Hot sauce.
Some cheese.
Well, you need hot sauce because you gotta get your ass right.
Quarantine Digi TV.
Daddy, please say he's gonna punch me in my face today. Just now. In front of you. So just God, this is delicious. This is so good.
They didn't catch it.
He ain't gonna give that to you. Why you try to catch it? You ain't gonna know that bug on me? It ain't even clean. What was that?
Say something.
Leave me alone.
Say something.
Leave me of something else.
Yeah, bro. Give me this.
Stop playing like that.
This.
Move my way.
You don't even know how many pounds this is.
It's 3.
Oh, you're right.
It's 5. No, this is 3. It's 3. You put so much chocolate in here. Alright, I'm gonna get done with the sandwich one. You already done. You're mean because the only reason why you wanted to do this time because you know I wasn't done and you were done. What? That's not even true. This is. Guys, is it true? Everybody in the comment section is saying yes. Straight face.
Where is this coming from?
Straight face. No pillows. Why? Because you're going to laugh at them. No, I'm not. You can hear me if I love it. Look at me. Up. You're smiling. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. How you can tell? Your face. You're not smiling. Let go. Let it go. You're smiling. No, not. Yes, you are. You just stopped smiling. Okay. No pillows anymore. Daddy, you're not cheating. How? Because you're using pillow. That don't count. Because you're a cheater. No. Did you hear that right? You heard that right, Daddy?
What?
You called me stupid. No, I did not.
I got these on. I'm not listening for that shit. And I'm going to put both of y'all in your room. Those clothes need to be folded. Now. Room need to be clean.
I'm not going to hold the rest of this room. You know what I said? Do you know? What? Shut up. Huh? Daddy, Judith just mocked you. Are you dancing because Judith mocked you? Daddy. Hurry up! You want it? Yes. Give me the piece of the bread. You like the bread? Yeah. A piece, not all of it. That's good. What is this, bro? It got pickles in it. Pickles? Yeah.
I lost my voice. Man, the breeze.
Yeah, how you
Sounds
sing
like
it?
you have a voice.
Exactly, right?
How's he drinking that? Like it's nothing.
Exactly. It tastes like booty juice.
She's like coffee with no cream.
Shouts out,
Who drinks?
Brother Kwame. Shouts out to Aaron Thomas. Peace, fam.
It's so dark.
Thank you for joining us.
If he doesn't drink coffee with cream in it, he's going to drink it with sugar. I am not playing with him.
Shouts out to Storm 9000.
You fold your pants.
Brother opened the archives for a brother so that I could keep y'all grooving. We About to do some Digi-TV. Oh, it's about to go down here. I don't know what's going to play. We about to let it go and unleash the beast.
Why can't the shirt be put on my head?
Oh, no, I'm walking.
What? What happened? Where am I gonna get it? How do you know I'm putting the sandwich away? You said, I don't know. Ah! I see. You see? Yeah, I can see. Ah!
Once again, that's Storm 9000. I still don't know who the artist is. So if you want to know who the artist is, you need to take a clip of this. You will be able to do that if you was on Twitch. Take a snippet, send it over to Storm. Send it to Storm 9000 on Facebook and ask him who that is. I don't know who it is, but I know who this is. Shouts out to Riz. Go ahead. What?
You got it. I just gave you no coronavirus. I don't got the corona. You.
I always get stuck when I'm trying to come on in and let the show start. I'm telling you, listen, Columbus, y'all listen, stand up, Columbus. I mean, I'm like the Midwest, y'all do it.